With it, you channel the elemental magic of the theory.
I'm not alone. I won't stand by and watch people get hurt. And I won't run away. Hold the switch! And let's end this. Kendra, please don't! I didn't break the world. But I am gonna fix it.
Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 Podcast. I am your host, Crimson Sin. Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Podcast character designs done by Demon Artie. Be sure to check her out over on Twitter at Artie Demon. Love She-Ra fan art? Does Artie Demon have some amazing She-Ra fan art? Redesigns, also a bunch of original stuff. Definitely give her a follow because not only is she a great artist, she's also a pretty awesome person. So definitely check her out. She-Ra Season 4, Episode 4, Protocol, and This episode is horrible. Absolutely terrible. It might be the worst episode in the series. And it actually has probably, I don't know, out of 22 minutes, 3 minutes of like actual like greatness. And it's amazing. But it's just covered in garbage. That's what makes it the worst. Princess Prom was terrible from beginning to end and it had no redeeming qualities. This had moments where it's like, why don't you focus on that and build on these characters instead of having them play rock, paper, scissors and, oh, look, Light Hope's acting like a dummy. It blows my mind. This is the worst written thing ever. I can't believe someone is capable of ruining something so easy. They should have just stuck with Kyle, Lonnie, and Ronaldo. Again, I'm saying his name wrong, Lizard Boy. But no, they pepper in these really stupid jokes that just absolutely ruin whatever. Anyway, okay, we start the episode. We open up the episode and it's Lonnie, Kyle, and Rololio. Is that how you say it? I don't know. But they're driving through the Whispering Woods and they're just like, they're going pretty fast. So they're hauling butt. Lonnie's driving and the look on her face is the way I feel when I'm driving my freaking nephews around.
Will you stop messing around back there, Kyle?
Kyle's, he's like slipping all over the place and she's like yelling at him. It's like, do they always have to dump on this kid? Then we see there's a bunch of like, I thought there were fireflies or something, but a bunch of these little things are floating around. I'm like, okay, what the hell are these things? We get to She-Ra's training and she's easily defeating all these spider bots. As in, remember in my last review of the episode 3, how she wasn't fighting them at all and she was scared of everything and now she's not. I hate this crap. She's doing all these like weird sword tricks and they're not. It doesn't look cool because it's animated like garbage. Look how tired She-Ra looks. That's how I feel right now. She's flipping all over the place, easily defeating everything. And she's acting like a dummy. Like, oh, wow, that's kind of cool. Oh, wow, just being stupid.
Oh, hey, this is kind of fun.
You are not taking your training seriously.
Then Light Hope shows up. She's like, you're not taking your stuff seriously. And it's like, why? It's so easy. It doesn't matter. Hey, she became Mermista, again, language. I'll cover your ears if you're a kid. She's being a bitch, and it's just ridiculous that she's doing this. But, then Light Hope's like, oh, maybe I need to be more proactive in your training. There's like a spot behind you, but then she destroys it without even looking. And there she is, standing with her arms folded. I want to know about Mara. Get off it already. It doesn't matter because you are She-Ra now. You need to fix your problems. Everything that happened to Mara, it would be nice to know, but it doesn't really matter in the end. You need to forge your own path, whatever. So she's being bitchy and, oh, you're not telling me anything. And, classic mentor, everything will make sense in due time. And that just irritates her because it's also true and it's also funny at the same time. Then we start getting, she starts glitching and, Adora's like, oh, you're doing this on purpose. Just like a spoiled little brat, she's the worst parts of Glimmer and Mermista in this episode. Get back to the bad guys, and it looks like this stuff falling from the sky is like acidy, like it's tearing through metal, like it's burning through the metal. And the first thing I thought was, wouldn't the whole forest be like on fire right now? Or like burning away, like all these trees and the grass and everything? So is only some of this stuff, will burn you and the other parts of it doesn't? It's really stupid. This whole thing makes no sense. But they're driving, it's tearing through the metal. I guess they went and got a bunch of like armor, like these armor platings from one of these first one tech thingies, and they're bringing it back. But it starts to eat through the stuff and it causes a short, so they're trapped there. So they need to stay inside their little thing so they don't get burned. I'm going to sigh a lot in this, and you can't see my face palms, but they're happening. Adora's like, well, forget it. If you're not going to tell me things, I'm going to get out of here. So she's trying to pry the door open with the... It's funny how Lighthope's like, that's not the purpose of the sword of, but then I thought, well, turning it into a mop and cleaning up a mess, it's disrespectful. But she's like, fine, it doesn't matter. You're not going to tell me anything, so I'm just going to get the hell out of here. Then she starts to shut down even more because she's like, oh, I detected a flux in the spores and it's dangerous outside. And of course, the door doesn't believe her, like, yeah, because she's lying to you. She wants to keep you here because you're such a pleasant person. We get a full system reboot. And Lighthope is just barely, like, I guess, in base functioning. She doesn't even remember who Adora is. And she's like, oh, who are you? And I'm Lighthope. How can I help you? And then Adora's like, oh, dang. We got I don't want to call these three, like, the trio. They get back outside, and they're trying to fix this thing. This stuff is falling everywhere, but it's not burning them. Like, it would be instant. This is weird. It has to be only some of these spores burn. Not all of them, because that'd be like saying I'm gonna go out in the rain and only some of the drops are gonna get me wet. It's just ridiculous. So they're just being silly and walking around, and Kyle's like, oh wow, then he tries to catch one on his tongue and it starts to burn him. Like, that would be super painful because this thing can burn through metal. What is this, like thermite? It would have burned through his tongue. But inconsistencies, this show's all about that. Then it starts burning all of them. Like, holy crap, we gotta get inside because this stuff's it's gonna kill us. They get back in there. And then Kyle's like, what the hell? Like, what are we going to do? Lonnie's like, hey, we got to just wait it out. There's no other way we can do it. We're not going out there and get killed. And then Kyle's like, oh, but we won't be able to get back to the fright zone. And that's wonderful. And he makes a big stupid face. They face palm. I'm face palming. The world's face palming. But he's like, everything's been weird in the fright zone. But no, we could just stay here and hang out with each other. And then we don't have to worry about Catcher yelling at us. And then Catcher's up on the intercom and she's screaming at him. Lonnie takes the lead because she's like, probably, and the fact that Rololio can't speak, but they can understand it, but it doesn't seem like they can understand it. I don't know. It's stupid. It's a whole Chewbacca, Han Solo thing. Like, he can speak Wookiee. And she's like, where the hell are you guys? And, Lonnie's like, we ran into this freak storm. It's like this radioactive, acid burning snow. It causes short in the system. And we can't go out there without getting ourselves basically killed. And Catra doesn't care. Notice how she became the thing she hated? She became Hordak. This is like the small interesting parts of the episode. And she screamed like, I don't care. Pick one of you guys to go out there and fix it. And she's like yelling so much that her hair is going crazy.
Our fault. The transport broke down and it's too dangerous to go out there.
I don't care. I gave you an order. Pick someone, send them outside and fix it. Now.
So she's obsessed with this, and just like how Hordak would yell at them and saying, I don't care. I don't care about your stupid problems. Just get the mission done. And then Lonnie's like, no, I'm not sending anyone out there. And, just get it done. Do you understand? And then Lonnie goes, whatever. Yes, Force Captain. She's still Force Captain. She didn't ascend. She kicked Hordak's ass. And shouldn't she be the leader? Whatever. Then the screen turns off, and then she lets out her frustration. She's like, oh, freaking crap. I freaking hate when Catcher gets like this. And then Kyle's like, oh, not me. I'm not going out there. Get back to Adora. And, she's trying to take advantage of this situation because now that Lighthope doesn't know who she is, like, oh, maybe I can find out more about Mara. Remember how everyone acts like a child and acts like an idiot and silly and dumb? They found a way to make an artificial intelligence, Lighthope, act like an idiot child. God, these writers, my God, it's not funny. It's stupid. So it's like, she's like, because she's acting different. And even Adora's like, oh, you're having a little more fun. What, am I normally not fun? And Adora's like, no, you're not. And she tells her that, oh, I'm She-Ra. And she gets, oh, super happy. Oh, yeah, my job is to train She-Ra. What can I do for you? And she did, hey, before this reboot, you were going to tell me about Mara and the secret weapon. But I guess all her files aren't loaded yet. So she can't tell her right now because she's like at 20% or whatever. And she's like, oh, but I can do this. I learned how to affect the gravity, and starts like flinging her around. And this is where she's being like silly and stupid, like acting like an idiot kid. That's not how, why would it act like this? It doesn't even make any sense. It's an effing computer. Ugh. Get back to the trio, and they're like, oh, catchers want us out there. We're going to have to come up with the game to make it fair. And then they have like a rock, paper, scissors thing. But it's called like Cannon, Lights. I don't know what the hell it's called. It's stupid. But this is where they start like, why should we play that game? And Lonnie's like, because I'm the leader. I made the decision. And, Rololio's talking, and he's basically saying, hey, I'm the leader. And then Lonnie's like, yeah, he agrees with me. Like, so can they understand him? Why would he even talk knowing that they can't understand him?
See? Rogelio agrees.
And because that happens at the end of the episode and it goes on for way too long and it's not funny. So they're playing this game and they keep tying. And, you know, remember in regular show when they did, if you do 100 ties in rock, paper, scissors, that I thought that was going to happen. That would have been funny. Get back to Adora flying around the stupid, it's called a castle. They call it the Crystal Castle. Remember that game? Really old people know what that game is. But she's like, oh, sorry. I didn't know that would hurt you. Should I adjust the gravity again? She's like, no, don't do that. Stop doing that. She's like, oh, I just loaded the file how to make spiders. So she makes a bunch of spiders. And Adora's like super scared. She was completely destroying those the robots earlier in the episode to the point to where she was yawning like it was so easy it wasn't worth her time. But these spiders, they're somehow more scary. I don't know. Again, just inconsistency. She turns into She-Ra and starts fighting the spider bots. No, not spider. I guess they are kind of mechanical. Get back to the game of rock, paper, scissors, and this is the silliness that just goes on and on and on and on. They're playing three-way rock, paper, scissors. And it always goes to the person to the right. Come on, just gotta make up the rules. But I guess they all pick the thing that destroys each other. Then they have this little conversation about, well, if I beat you, but you beat him, but he's supposed to beat me, and they just go on and on and on. And it's like, shut up.
Except Rogelio's bot beat Laser. Okay, so I beat Rogelio, but you beat me, and Rogelio beat you. That
6.5 hours later.
means we're all winners!
And Kyle's like, we all win. Actually, you all lose because you're all idiots. So Lonnie's like, let's come up with a different game. They should have just took turns. Okay, first it's going to be Kyle versus me. Boom, 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 go. And then like a best 2 out of 3 or something. Whatever. Rololio pulls out the cup and ball. You know, the cup and ball, man. Can we get out the cup and ball?
Oh, let me try the cup and ball. Get your own! Come on, don't be a cup and ball hog. Hey!
Kyle snatches his balls. No, Kyle just like breaks his toys. Like, oh, I got a different game. And I'm thinking, what the hell is he even thinking of? She-Ra's still fighting the spiders, and Light Hope's like, oh, have you figured out how to get rid of these things? She's like, no, I haven't. I can't turn them off. But if you could turn them on, wouldn't it be the same simple binary to turn them off? I mean, couldn't it just figure that out? But she's like, oh, what you need to do is put this crystal to restart my reboot because it froze. You know, system shut down. She's like, the room you have to go to is beyond that door. It's beyond all the spider bots, so we have to fight our way through there. And she's like, oh, I can help. And then she ends up making more spiders. Again, she's just being silly. Oh no, I made a mistake. Did anyone laugh at any of this? Did anyone find any of this funny? Like someone brought up in the comments like mood whiplash. This thing is all over the place. If you're gonna be funny, be funny. If you're gonna be serious, be serious. Ugh, it's awful. Light Up's like, I could do something to help. She like fills the room with water, with ocean water. So how's it? So this hologram, they're real? Is this water real? Could she drown in the water? I don't get how any of this works. Get to Kyle's game, and it's to like throw a ball around, and Kyle's pretty good at it. Like he's able to, I don't know, bank this ball like 15 times, which is impossible, and get it inside the helmet. And he's like, whoa, perfect score. And then they're like arguing over the rules. She's like, oh, how's that a perfect score if Arroyo bounced it off that wall and it was -5? And then Kyle's just making up rules so he can win, which is really stupid. And, oh, you're not wearing your hat, so it's like a stupid hat. Again, is anybody laughing? It's just a big giant waste of time. Then he throws the ball again and hits himself and like knocks himself out. Lonnie's like, oh, did you lose at your own game? Oh, actually I did. And it's he's like, since this is like this, and he's just making up more rules so he doesn't lose. They notice that the spores, they're still falling, so it's starting to like burn through the hatch. And yeah, guys, you need to get on this. Waiting this out is still an option, but it's starting to actually eat through the ship, which should have happened, I don't know, in seconds, seeing how fast this thing burned through the armor. This is stupid. There should have been, how I would have fixed this. Okay, convert all the power to like maybe make this thing have like one of the power shields. And then, okay, we have enough energy to last us 3 or 4 hours. But like maybe the acid fall gets a little bit faster and starts draining the shields faster. Then it gets to the armor. You know, get your characters more time to do stuff. It's really stupid. Adora wakes up in another room. Light Up's like, oh, I got rid of the spiders and the water. I didn't know you couldn't swim. She's like, I can swim, but you know, I can't breathe underwater. Oh, that's interesting. They're walking through some crystal cavern things, and they find that the spores are breaking through the castle. So it's actually like falling through the roof. So I guess she must be at the top. And like, okay, we got to hurry the hell up because we're going to die. You know, maybe not Lighthope, but definitely Adora if she gets hit with this stuff. I wonder if her shield could block it. Like, if she just made her shield and just, like, let it, you know, absorb, like, would it do damage? They don't even try that, but whatever. They find the reset button where she's supposed to put the stupid crystal in, and there's a left and right one. And I thought this was actually kind of smart. She's like, are you sure it's the left one? Yes, I'm sure, but I'm only 33% full of, like, her data, so I'm only 33% full. Sure. That doesn't make sense. I can understand that her whole complete library isn't restored, but if she restored the README file at 100%, that file itself is at 100%. It doesn't mean everything's at 33%. I freaking hate this crap. She puts it in there, and it doesn't work. Or it does work, but it puts it back to 0. The spores were eating through the castle. It resets everything, and then now the spores aren't there anymore. So it rebuilt the castle? How did it do that? It can create matter and mass? Like, how does any of this work? You have this crazy technology. Technically, with this technology, it could build anything, apparently, because it repaired the whole castle. But they're back at square one because Lighthope's like, hello, I'm Lighthope. How may I help you? And then went back to, you know, her not remembering her. Get back to the trio, and they're like, man, we have to do something. This concept is so stupid. I don't know if this plays out later in the season, but why even bring this up? It is so ridiculous. Lonnie's pissed off. I freaking hate Catra. She doesn't even care about us. What's the whole point of all this? And then Kyle kind of sticks up for Catra. Like, hey, we're a team. Catra put us out here because she probably wanted us to, you know, team building. And we're all friends. And don't you remember that time that, you know, Catra took all my rations and made Adora that cake? And I'm thinking to myself, like, whoa, that was the Porter world. How did you remember that? Even then Lonnie says it. Dude, that never happened. That was just in those fake realities. And then Kyle's like, huh, what?
That never happened. That was the weird fake portal reality.
Wait, what?
What? So everyone has all the memories from those alternate worlds, and there was multiple of them. So you have all these memories of lives you never lived conflicting in your brain that would drive a person insane. So, I don't know. Someone explain it to me. What the hell? So you're telling me Glimmer has memories of growing up with her father and also memories of her not knowing her father at the same time and not knowing which one of these memories are, oh my goodness, that is such a stupid thing to bring in. If someone like was pitching this idea, like, no, don't bring this up. Even for a stupid joke, do not bring this up. Make it to where everyone just forgot. And once they re-entered this reality, they only have memories of this world. But apparently everyone knows and nobody cares. Then we get a kind of a moment here where I feel bad for everyone. And even Lonnie feels a little bad. She's like, you know what this is? No, we're the expendables. No, they're expendable and nobody cares about us. And it's every man for themselves. And there is no team. Screw everyone. And you're an idiot. And I hate this. Like, they're just fighting. But it was so easy for all of them to dump on Kyle. And then Kyle's like, you know what? Screw you guys. I'm sick of this. I'm going to go out there and fix it because I'm sick of being here with you. I'd rather be out there being burned and possibly die than be in this room with you because you're being so mean to him to the point to where she like didn't care about him. Why can't they just be So he puts on the helmet. He's like, I'm going out there. Aurelio tries to stop him. He's like, screw you too. And he's, you know, I'm going out there and I'm going to fix it because I hate all of you. And this is another part where Aurelio's talking, but it feels like Lonnie can understand him, but then she didn't understand him before. Or is she the only one who can understand him and Kyle can't? Again, it's a dumb joke. And this was like a serious, you know, kind of situation. And they pepper in this stupid crap. So he's out there. I'm like, oh man, it's a little bit of a sacrifice. Get back to Adora and Lighthope. And she's like, okay, do you remember anything about Mara or anything? And she's like, oh, my memory is full. I'm complete. Wait a minute. It's only 36%. Like silly Billy crap. Then she's talking about everything. And, you know, I need to really know about this, and if you can't tell me, then you're useless. Kind of like how Lonnie told Kyle that he's useless. She says the same thing to Lighthope, and she's like, well, my only purpose is to serve Shira and to help her train, and if I'm not doing that, I guess I really am useless. So you can hurt the feelings of a computer. I always liked, I'm a huge Trek fan. You can check out our Star Trek Discovery reviews, but I love Data, and there would be times where people would like be mad at him, and he's like, you can't hurt my feelings, for I have no feelings. Like, yeah, you said these mean things to me, but you can't hurt me that way. And it would frustrate people because he wouldn't get angry because he doesn't have emotions. I think that would have been better here, where it's like, it's even worse for the person who said the mean thing, because the person that received all your hate and all your anger doesn't even want forgiveness because they don't care. It makes you feel worse. I think that would have been so much better. She kind of just walks away. And, you know, the stupid... the fireflies, this acid rain basically is eating through the castle, and she follows Light Hope into a room, and she's watching a memory of Mara. And Mara's like, hey, I brought you these flowers, Light Hope. You should smell them. They smell really nice. She's like, I can't smell. She can have feelings, but she can't smell. Why not just give her that too? But she's like, oh, at least they're pretty, right? And Light Hope's like, yes, they're very aesthetically pleasing. She's like, I thought it would lighten up the mood. And, you know, I feel bad for you because you're here all the time all by yourself. And Light Hope's like, oh, it's not so bad. And when you come visit me, you know, I like that. It makes me, you know, basically happy. Then she makes a bunch of the flowers everywhere. And it's a really sweet scene because it looks like Mara's a very nice woman. She's kind, she's gentle, she's everything Adora's not. And you can see in Light Hope's eyes that it's a sad memory for her because she's like, they had such a connection, and there's no connection like that with Adora. And even Adora feels kind of bad because she's like, you really seem close. She's like, yes, we were. And are we not close? I like the look at Adora's face, like, no, not really. But she puts it back on her. Well, you hide things from me. God, Adora, can you just take anything? And she's like, well, you know, but I kind of understand that I will, you know, it's that whole you'll understand in time type of thing, but it's frustrating at the same time. You know, I guess, whatever. And then Adora's like, hey, maybe we can be friends. I know all this stuff is happening between us and I get angry with you, but maybe in time, you know, we can hang out and do stuff. And, you know, she's being kind of nice. I like that. That's another good 30 seconds. Get back to the trio. And there's, Kyle's out there and he's starting to get burned and stuff. And, you know, it's burning through his suit. And there's Lonnie's like, okay, you made your point. Get back in here. It's like, you know, and Kyle's like, turns off his communicator. F you guys. You guys are a bunch of freaking jerks. I hate everybody. Move your ass, Kyle. Move quickly. He's like walking slow, like move. And then he sees where the problem is. And it's just, all it is resoldering a little wire. But wouldn't there have been like way more damage by now? So he's soldering up this wire and stuff, but it's starting to eat through his helmet, eating through his clothes. And we see he's getting burned all over. I'm like, oh, damn. Like he's literally like screaming out in pain. It's awesome for storytelling because we sympathize with Kyle. We feel his pain. This is the good stuff. Why wasn't there more of this? But he's like, he resolders the wire, gets it going, and he fixed it, but he's enduring so much pain, he just like passes out. What I thought from the very beginning, they got like armored plate. I'm like, oh, maybe this stuff is strong enough, but I find out it isn't. They get it, and even they're like, oh my God, we're not going to let Kyle go out there and literally get burned to death. They take the armor plating, and they're like, if it breaks, you know, Cat's going to be so pissed off at us, but we're going to save our teammate, you know. Save your teammate. That's what you got to do. They run out there, they cover him up, they kind of save him. Lonnie's like knocking the stuff off him. It's burning her hands. This is epic stuff. This is amazing. This is so good. She picks him up. She's carrying him. She's getting burned. Rolio's holding the shield. It's starting to break and fall apart. And like a badass, he goes to like finish the job, but he realizes it's already been fixed. Like, oh dang, Kyle did it. They get Kyle and Lonnie get inside the thing. And Rolio's running out there. He's getting burned, but he's barely just going like it's not letting him hurt him a lot. Oh man, that's so cool. Picks up his friends. Boom, they get back inside the convoy thing, and yeah, shuts the door. They're safe. That was such a good scene. The argument, the Kyle showing, you know, I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna, you know, even though he did it because he was angry, but he still went out there. That's brave. This is so good, but everything else was so stupid. And it's funny because it's all for naught, because literally like 2 seconds later, all these spores go away. So if they would have just waited 5 minutes, so they all got burned up and ruined the armor for nothing. How terrible is that? We get back to Adora and Light Hope, and she's like, okay, I'm going to put it on the right side. And boom, does the reset. Everything's done back to normal. And Light Hope's at 100%. Adora's like, hey, we were talking before, and, you know, can you let me know about that Mara stuff? You can trust me now. We're friends. And friends trust each other. I mean, it's not manipulative, but it's a little bit. But then Light Hope has the same answer. Once you bring balance to the planet, you'll know everything. And just like how I would have done, how she should have from the beginning, she like kind of sighs. She goes, you know what? Maybe later. I will get there someday. And she kind of walks out. I'll see you later, Light Hope. That's the mature thing to do. But of course, like we said, you go watch earlier what we wanted to see in season 4. We talked about Light Hope in there, and some of that looks like it's coming true. We get back to the trio, and Kyle's like, oh, you came back for me, you saved me. And why does Lonnie gotta be a bitch to him? Like, why? Why do this? She should have been mad at him for just running out there and disobeying orders, but, you know, proud of him for also stepping up and trying to do his best. But she's like, oh, we went out there because we knew he'd screw it up. And then even Rollo was like, come on, why do you gotta do that? Like, they cannot not be angry at Kyle. And so this is kind of a beautiful moment. Maybe she comes around, maybe she does thank him. Then they do silly stuff. Why not just let it be good? Why not just let the good feeling be in our hearts? Why do you gotta ruin it? Aurelio goes on a speech, and we don't know what he's saying. Because Kyle doesn't know what he's saying, because at the end he's like, oh yeah, you too, buddy, I think. So he doesn't know anything he's saying. And this speech goes on and on and on and on.
Day 2. Day 3. Day 4.
I'm gonna do the whole review like that. I'm gonna just grunt for 20 minutes. Does Lonnie understand? But then, like, oh, okay, that's, you know, basically he's probably saying all the things that I just said. But Kyle's kind of happy, and then Lonnie's like, hey, just keep your legs up. We'll get you home. You know, don't worry about it. Man, they're all left up. We get back to Light Hope, and she's watching that same memory, and how that memory brought her, like, warmth and joy. She looks at it, and she's like, this memory should have been deleted because of the Heart of Etheria protocol, which is probably the weapon. And you can't have feelings, you know, feelings are death. And she deletes it, and then we get Evil Eyes Light Hope. Just like we said in our video about what we wanted to see in our speculation on Light Hope, is that she's not evil. She's going to do what will save the most lives. So if he told her you have to sacrifice 10,000 people to save, you know, 10,001 people, she'll do it, because mathematically you're saving more people, even if it's just one. But that's how our computer thinks. So that's the end of this episode. And for everything that it could have been, for those moments of like amazing character growth for the trio, just a crap all over with stupid jokes, silly humor, so much filler. God, you people told me it gets better. It just got worse. So, my goodness. Episode 5 tomorrow. See you then.
Oh, wow. Really? Way to avoid the subject.
Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.